Carefully look at all of these pictures here. All of the monuments were the Mehrauli Iron Pillar, Red Fort, India Gate and Qutub Minar are all situated in the same Indian city. Do you know where? Well, if your answer is Delhi, then you're absolutely correct. So let's learn the history of this ancient city. You see, very less is known about the history of this ancient city. However, we do know that the ancient names of this city were Indraprastha and later Dehliz. So this Dehliz was named by Prithviraj Chauhan because it was taken as a gateway or as an entryway for the Gangetic plains, as you can see here. Now you may ask me why we don't know much about the history of this city. Well, this is because before Prithviraj Chauhan, none of the rulers had actually made this city their capital. So when Prithviraj Chauhan came into power, he was a Rajput ruler. When he came in power, he made Delhi his capital. And it was with the beginning of this medieval period and after Prithviraj Chauhan, when the Delhi Sultans came into picture, that Delhi got the importance that it has today. So let's learn about the history of these Delhi Sultans. Well, before learning about the history of these Delhi Sultans, we must know that there's again a backstory. What is this? Well, you see, before the Sultans came into India, India was really divided and there were a lot of fights going on in between all the smaller provinces that were there. So when an outsider took a look at this, they thought this is a great place to conquer or capture, and one such person was Mahmud of Ghazni. He was from this place, right? So he came to India and he raided India 17 times between 1000 and 1027 CE. Later on, he was able to capture Sindh and areas of Punjab. Take a look at this picture here. This is the Somnath temple, which was also destructed during one of these raids by Mahmud of Ghazni. Al-Biruni, who was a Persian scholar who had accompanied Mahmud, decided to stay back in India and even wrote a book by the name of Kitabul Hind, which you can easily access through the internet. Now, later on in the year 1173 CE, what happened? That this area of Ghazni was occupied by the Ghorid dynasty, which was started by Muhammad Ghori, right? Now what happened? That he took control, he also saw India and he wanted to conquer major parts of India. So what happened? Next what happened is that two battles took place between Muhammad Ghori and Prithviraj Chauhan, who was the ruler of India or the ruler of Delhi at that point of time. So the first battle of Tarain took place in 1191. In this particular battle, Prithviraj Chauhan won because he had a lot of support from other Rajput rulers. However, Muhammad Ghori did not back down. He once again waged a war. This was known as the Second Battle of Tarain, which was just the next year in 1192, in which Muhammad Ghori defeated the unassisted Prithviraj Chauhan. So in the second battle, what had happened is that support that he had got in the first Battle of Tarain was withdrawn. And so Prithviraj Chauhan was all alone and he lost the battle against Muhammad Ghori. Muhammad Ghori, however, had to go back to Central Asia, so he had to go back to Ghazni. But before that, he was able to conquer Delhi, Kannauj, Ajmer, Benares. And once he went back to Ghazni, he left someone in charge. Who was this? It was one of his slaves by the name of Qutubuddin Aibak. And it was Qutubuddin Aibak who, after the death of Muhammad Ghori in Central Asia in Ghazni, took control of North India. So with him began the Mamluk dynasty or the slave dynasty, as he was a slave himself, and this was there between 1206 to 1290, and with this began the rule of the Delhi Sultanate, right? And so under this Delhi Sultanate there were 5 particular dynasties. First one was Mamluk dynasty, the Khalji dynasty, the Tughlaq dynasty, the Sayyid dynasty, and finally the Lodi dynasty. So these were the 5 dynasties under the Delhi Sultanate, and in the next video we are going to learn more about them. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and hit the bell icon. You can also register for free on deltastep.com or download the DeltaStep app and get easy access to more than 5,000 amazing videos as per your school syllabus. Master each topic with our adaptive practice technology. Get million plus questions with step-by-step solutions and unlimited mock tests. Get all your doubts resolved instantly. Learn via games and get a chance to win amazing prizes like PlayStations and iPads. So, at DeltaStep, learning is not just fun and easy, it's rewarding too. So, register for free now.